Time to spray your tree again, folks. I've been talking about this on a monthly basis, and I'm talking about leaf curl. Now, I've been using our PHEK, which is Plant Health Enhancement Kit. It is a Bordeaux-based spray. Yes, I know a lot of you don't like it. It's the one product that I have resorted to because I've tried colloidal silver, and I'm not going to take my chances with it because you've got to get the timing right. And as far as spraying it on a monthly basis, well, I'm not too sure about that either. Garlic and onion is a great one. That's one I'm trialling on a couple of small trees. We'll see the results of those in springtime. But I'm not going to test it out on all my trees. Now, I haven't got just the one tree of peach or nectarine. I've got about 10 or 12 of them. And if I keep trying to work on building the soil density, the nutrient density in the soil, that's great long term, but in the short term, I still seem to be getting leaf curl. In the orchard in particular, on the smaller trees, even though I've been fertilising on a regular basis. So is my soil rich enough? I think so it is, but there are other factors to consider that are affecting the trees, and obviously the tree's nutrient density is still building on it itself. So in the meantime, I've resorted to using this product. There are other great natural alternatives. Most of you have shared some great tips in my previous article about leaf curl and how to control it, and the alternative and the good and bads of the Bordeaux sprayer, which is basically a teaspoon of the blue stuff, 2 teaspoons of the hydrated lime mixed in a litre of water, or 2 litres of water in this case is what I've done. I mix it in warm water to start with, and I pass it through a little sieve so I can strain out any lumpy bits that haven't dissolved. That's the best way to do it so you don't get any blockages, but in the past I haven't drained it through the sieve and I've still had some great success. No blockages in my spray, and at the end always wash your spray once you finish. And I'm using the Easy Hand Sprayer, the only spray you should be using when it comes to spraying anything on your plants, whether it's a protection application or even a fertiliser like our Liquid Gold, Eco Butch. It's a great way to fertilise the foliage, spraying it directly on it because you waste a lot more with the watering can. And you can get the Plant Enhancement Kit with the Easy Hand Sprayer as a deal on the website. Now this is the peach tree here. It needs a couple of more prunes to clean up. I could see a couple of dead pieces of wood, but that's not what we're going to do today. We've got a lot of new growth on it, and without my glasses I can see the bud swell already happening. It is unusually warm, folks, for winter. We're in basically at the start of July, almost, well at the end of June that is, obviously, either one or the other. But we haven't had enough cold snaps. Now these trees have dropped their leaves, this one has in particular, but again it's starting a little bit early from my liking. So normally in July you will start to see a bit of white buds coming up there. Now if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we've got some triple buds here, but I can see a little bit of a colour coming through, which is a bit concerning, because if they come up a little bit early and then we get a late frost, it's going to knock them out. So monitor your trees. Hopefully, there's not much you can do about it, but just hopefully it doesn't happen. But in the interim, if you do have a tree that suffers with leaf curl, this is what I use. Pick your favourite. Check up the article I did on Facebook in a few days ago it was, basically from the day you're watching this being uploaded. You'll see lots of great comments in sharing their advice, tips and alternatives. I'm going to stick with this one for the moment, folks, because I know it works for me, and I am not spraying the ground. I know there's going to be a bit of residual spray going onto the ground. We're talking about killing off microbes, good ones as well. Well, I don't think I'm going to be doing enough damage to be worried about that in the long term. In the short term, I'm going to be able to control this leaf curl whilst I build the nutrient values in the soil and the microbial count, get it up really high. So, enough talking? Yeah, I've been told to hurry up and spray. Look at that. This is what I like. Now it's just a good coating over the top, folks. That's all it needs. You know, bluestone's been around for, I won't say hundreds of years, probably has. And it's the one, well, I don't know, probably wrong in saying this, but I think by comparison to all the other manufactured fungicides, probably the safest one. Or sulfur is probably even less harsh, but I'm going to do the bluestone on these trees because you've seen these trees. Last year I tried colloidal and other natural remedies and I nearly lost the tree, literally nearly lost the tree. Had a lot of dieback and a lot of, well, no fruit at all. Any fruit that came on it, mind you, the year before, it was tremendous, delicious fruit. And it was about 4 applications I think I did in total. You can do more if you like, but I think 4 is a good number, 3 to 4, not 2. If you're doing 2, one just before bud swell and one straight after flower, sets, I think that's the timing of it, you'll find you're still going to get some leaf curl. Maybe that's enough and you're happy to pick the leaves off. But it's important that you do. So in case you haven't sprayed it, remember that you can go back to the tree and remove every leaf that's infected and pick them off the ground as well and burn them, discard them. Don't leave them there to compost, because the spores of the leaf curl itself will continue to grow and you know, hibernate, I suppose, and come back onto your tree again at a later date. So it's important you do that. For me, because there are so many trees that I've got to take care of, and some of you who've come down to say hello, Paul, you see the work that I've got here that I've got to handle, and it's time poor basically. So I'm going to spray rather than pick every leaf. I will pick the leaves if they still get infected, but overall I'm hoping the spray does its job for me and we'll get a beautiful crop. So once it flowers, I'm not spraying again. So easy hand sprayer, plant health enhancement kit is available on our website, vasilisgarden.com. Use your alternative, but if you're going to spray something, use it with the easy hand sprayer. Best sprayer in the market. From me, Vasili, Maresi.